In Italy, racing, like family, is in the blood.
Ferrari has been in Formula One since at the beginning, in the good moment, in the difficult moments, in some tragic moments, without a stop. This, I think, is important.
Our family is spread the world over, but once a year we welcome them home with open arms. We have done for generations, because racing is in our blood. The homecoming brings its own pressure. It's 4 long years now since the tifosi savored the special flavor only an Italian victory can bring.
Michael Schumacher has delivered the result the romantics amongst us all wanted. He is Ferrari royalty.
It's going to be my last Monza race. At the end of this year, I've decided that I'm going to retire.
We all wondered whether our adopted son could ever be replaced, and never imagined he would return in anything other than red.
The drivers change, the Ferrari is still there.
We have a new family member now who is winning our hearts.
Fernando Alonso. It's his first race for Ferrari, and he's a winner in Bahrain.
The summer months have presented unique challenges.
Fernando is faster than you.
Alonso has gone as well, another championship contender, fails to score points.
So the time to deliver is now, and our people will hang on every twist and turn of our historic Monza.
Monza is one of the greatest names in Grand Prix racing. Of course, many tragic ones too. In this very area, 40 years ago, one of my best friends, Jochen Rindt, died. In my time, if I raced for 5 years, there was a 2 out of 3 chance I was going to die. Shocking statistics.
As I was growing up, I became gradually aware that my dad was a racing driver. Names and people that we knew growing up didn't come back.
Dangers were incredible.
The competition was just as great, but if you went off, it was very often, too often, curtains.
So what was to be done? Because I was world champion, I was able to exert influence to get tracks changed.
Because you're going to incur the attack of being scared.
He was able to get done what he did get done.
The number of fatalities declined throughout the decades. 15 fatalities in the 50s, 12 in the 60s, 10 in the 70s, and only 4 in the 80s. From 1990 to 94 there were no fatalities at all until the San Marino Grand Prix when Ayrton Senna died.
The biggest that there has ever been in the history of the sport. For this to happen was a real wake-up call.
The only thing I can say about this is I hope we learn from this.
This meeting of today, we agreed to form the Grand Prix Driver Association.
Schumacher's almost put him in the wall. Schumacher almost put him in the wall there.
Because in Sterling Moss's day, you knew that if anything like that happened, that was you finished for.
And it's almost a dead heat. It's Jackie Stewart, Prix, Beltoise and McLaren. Nobody has ever seen the finish of a motor race like that.
That is the problem with making things safer and safer, is that people start to think that it's totally safe, and it is.
Formula One remains an extremely hazardous sport, but it's a lot better.